Imagine this. You're sitting at your kitchen table. Your wife is across from you. Chin up, arms folded, tears catching the light just right. She's delivering a speech. Every word measured. Every pause timed. She thinks you're confused. She thinks you're cornered. She thinks this is the moment you finally shatter and beg her to stay. But here's the thing. The divorce papers are in your desk drawer. Signed. Notarized. 6 weeks old. And you're just sitting there, watching the performance. That was my Tuesday evening. February. Salt Lake City. Snow coming down outside the kitchen window like it had somewhere better to be. Her name was Diane. And those papers were 12 feet away, folded inside a copy of a book she'd never touch. My name is Grant Holloway. I'm a cybersecurity analyst. I spend my days finding patterns other people miss. Hidden signals. False flags. The traces people leave when they think nobody's watching. Let me tell you how I ended up running the quietest operation of my life inside my own marriage. We'd been together 14 years. Met at a friend's barbecue in the Avenues neighborhood. She was a marketing director, sharp, ambitious, funny in a way that caught you off guard. Sophie came along 4 years later. 10 years old now. Reads books twice her grade level. Has my eyes and Diane's stubbornness. There was a Saturday, maybe 6 years ago. Sophie was 4. We were at Liberty Park. Diane got ice cream on her dress and laughed so hard she couldn't stand up. Sophie tried to wipe it off with a leaf. I stood there watching them and thought, this is it. This is the whole thing. Every Sunday morning, pancakes, the 3 of us at the table. That was the deal. Then Diane went to a women's retreat in Park City. 3 days. Last June. Reconnecting with my authentic self, she said. She came back with new vocabulary and a new friend. Vanessa Mercer. Stay with me here. Vanessa was divorced, twice, and had turned her wreckage into a brand. Feminine empowerment strategist. She ran workshops about reclaiming emotional sovereignty and had a podcast with 40 listeners and the confidence of someone with 40 million. She attached herself to Diane like a parasite wearing a wellness bracelet. Within 3 weeks, Diane started changing. The first test came on a Monday. I got home from work. Diane was on the couch, phone in hand, didn't look up. Hey, I said. Nothing. Put my bag down. Loosen my tie. How was your day? Fine. Still scrolling. Not cold exactly, just absent. Like I was furniture she hadn't decided to rearrange yet. Tuesday, same thing. Wednesday, I made her favorite, chicken marsala, the one she always said I should open a restaurant for. She ate 3 bites. Said she wasn't hungry. Went upstairs. You okay? I asked from the bottom of the stairs. I'm fine, Grant. Not everything is about you. I stood there holding a dish towel. That sentence didn't fit anywhere I could put it. By the second week, the warmth was gone entirely. No good morning. No good night. She stopped reaching for me, not gradually, like a season changing. All at once, like someone flipped a switch. I'd roll toward her in bed, and she'd already be turned away, phone glowing against the wall. I told myself it was stress, work pressure, a phase. Sophie noticed before I admitted it to myself. Daddy, how come mommy doesn't laugh at your jokes anymore? I didn't have an answer. By August, the coldness had a rhythm to it, and that rhythm scared me more than the coldness itself. For days of ice, then a sudden flash of warmth. She'd touch my arm in the kitchen, ask about my project at work, smile at me the way she used to. My chest would crack open. Maybe it's passing, I'd think. Maybe we're coming back. Then the ice would return, colder, and I'd lie in our bedroom feeling like I'd imagined the warmth entirely. You know that feeling when the ground shifts under you, but only you can feel it? Everyone else sees a normal house, a normal couple, but you're standing on something that's already broken, and nobody believes you because the cracks are underneath. That was my summer. One night in late August, I came home early. Sophie was at a friend's house. Diane was on the back porch, phone on speaker. She didn't hear the front door. Phase 1 is working. Vanessa's voice, clear as a bell through the screen door. The confusion stage is critical. He needs to feel unstable before you introduce real distance. He asked me what was wrong again last night. Diane's voice, my wife's voice, talking about me like I was a lab specimen. Perfect. What did you say? Told him not everything is about him. Good. That's textbook. By week 6, he'll either be begging or completely shut down. Either one works. I stood in my own hallway listening to my wife discuss the demolition of our marriage like it was a quarterly marketing plan. My hands started shaking. Not from anger, from something I still don't have a word for. The sound of your own life being disassembled by someone who's reading from a script. I pressed my back against the hallway wall, slid down, sat on the floor. 30 seconds, maybe a minute. The house I built, the one with Sophie's height marks on the kitchen doorframe, felt like it belonged to someone else. I almost convinced myself I'd misheard. People vent. Friends exaggerate. Maybe Vanessa was just noise and Diane would snap out of it. Then Friday. She came home, kissed Sophie, asked about homework, made tea. Normal. Warm. And her phone buzzed on the counter. I glanced before she grabbed it. A text from Vanessa. How did he react to the silence today? Scale 1-10. Diane typed back a number. Picked up her tea. Smiled at me. I sat in my truck in the garage for 40 minutes. Engine off. Hands on the steering wheel. Snow on the windshield. I didn't want to call a lawyer. I kept thinking about Sophie's face, about pancakes on Sunday, about 14 years. But I also kept seeing that smile. The same smile she gave me after typing a number to rate my pain. So I called Tom Bradshaw, my buddy since college. Contractor. Built houses. Didn't say much. Didn't need to. I need a lawyer, I told him. A good one. Quiet one. He didn't ask why. Just texted me a name. By the following Friday, I was sitting in Ruth Chen's office. My lawyer. Precise, calm, which is what I needed because I was neither. She walked me through everything. Custody arrangements. Asset protection. Sophie's stability. You're sure? Ruth asked. I heard my wife rate my pain on a scale of 1 to 10. Ruth put the pen down. Nodded. Didn't ask anything else. I drove home with signed divorce papers in my briefcase. Walked in. Diane was making dinner. How was your day? She asked. Same script. Good. Yours? Fine. I set my briefcase on my desk, 12 feet from where she stood chopping onions. She had no idea what was inside it. That was a Friday in September. The 6 weeks started here. I didn't plan to pull away. I just didn't have anything left to give. Not as strategy, as exhaustion. The tank was empty. And when a man stops reaching, it shows in everything. Week 1. Monday. No good morning text. She checked her phone twice before 9. Tuesday. She mentioned a new campaign at work. I said, sounds good, and opened my laptop. Wednesday, gym after work. Didn't mention it. Since when do you go to the gym on Wednesdays? Since today. Thursday, Sophie had a school concert. I went. Saved a seat. Diane had a call. Friday, she suggested we watch a movie. I'm meeting Tom for beers. Her face. Not anger, confusion. Like a remote that stopped working. Week 2 was worse. For her. She started hovering. Questions wrapped in concern. Are you upset about something? Are we okay? You seem different lately. I'm fine, Diane. Not everything is about you. Her own words. She didn't recognize them. Monday of week 3, she reorganized the pantry, something she hadn't done in 2 years. Tuesday, she bought tickets to a concert we talked about in spring. Wednesday, she wore the perfume I liked, the one she'd stopped wearing in July. I watched it happen. I recognized it, because I'd read about it 3 days earlier. That weekend, Diane went to brunch with Vanessa. Sophie was at my mother's. I had 3 hours. Her laptop was on the kitchen desk. Not hidden, she didn't think I'd look. A shared document titled, Reclaiming Your Power, a 12-week journey. Vanessa's coaching program. Except it wasn't empowerment. It was demolition. Week 1-2. Create emotional instability. Withdraw affection randomly. When he asks what's wrong, deflect. Rate his reactions. Week 3-4. Introduce doubt. Question his contributions. Make him feel invisible. Week 5-6. Strategic warmth. One evening of deep connection. Then withdraw again. The contrast creates desperation. Week 7-8. Introduce the third element. Mention a male name casually. Never confirm. Never deny. Let jealousy do the work. Week 9-12. Escalation. Push until he either begs or leaves. Both outcomes serve you. I sat at that desk reading a 12-week program designed to dismantle my marriage from the inside. Every cold shoulder. Every warm evening. Every I'm fine. All of it mapped out in a color-coded document with response templates and weekly check-in prompts. Diane wasn't losing herself. She was following instructions. And I'd already signed the papers 3 weeks ago. I closed the laptop. Made coffee. 4 chairs at the kitchen table. 1 person. Here's what Vanessa didn't account for. She built a program that works on men who can't see patterns. She didn't plan for a man who detects deception for a living. From that point on, I knew the script before Diane performed it. Week 7 arrived. Right on schedule. She mentioned Aaron for the first time. Monday evening, casual voice. Aaron from work offered to help with my presentation. He's really sharp. That's nice of him, I said. Didn't look up. Wednesday, Aaron and I grabbed lunch. He's surprisingly easy to talk to. Good colleague. Friday, Aaron thinks I should ask for a promotion. He says I'm undervalued. You probably are. You're talented. Each time, she watched my face, searching for the jaw clench, the jealousy Vanessa told her to expect. Each time, nothing. Because I wasn't reading the same script anymore. I was 3 chapters ahead. She tried harder. Saturday, her phone rang during breakfast. She looked at the screen, glanced at me, let it ring. Just Aaron about Monday's meeting. On a Saturday? He's dedicated. Must be. She wanted a reaction. I gave her nothing. And nothing was louder than anything I could have said. But the person I couldn't protect from this was Sophie. Saturday afternoon. Sophie and I were making cookies. Diane was upstairs on the phone. Dad, Sophie had flour on her nose. Yeah, sweetheart. Is Mom practicing being mean to you? I stopped rolling the dough. What do you mean? She talks to her friend on the phone. The loud one. And her friend tells her what to say to you. Like lines in a play. Sophie looked up at me with those eyes, my eyes. Are you guys doing a play? No, baby. We're not doing a play. Then why does she practice? I knelt down and pressed my face into her hair so she wouldn't see my eyes. Week 9. Tuesday night. I was reading in the living room. Diane came downstairs in sweats. No makeup. Eyes rimmed red. She sat on the far end of the couch and pulled her knees up. I think I'm losing myself. Quiet. Not performing, or the most convincing performance she'd ever given. I don't know who I am anymore, Grant. I look at us and I can't recognize anything. Her voice cracked. Not the rehearsed crack, something underneath it. I'm scared, she whispered. And the part of me that still remembered Liberty Park. The woman laughing so hard she couldn't stand. The ice cream. The leaf. That part sat up. That part leaned forward. That part thought, maybe this is real. Maybe the program failed and the actual Diane is breaking through. What are you scared of? I asked. That I've already ruined everything. For 30 seconds, I believed her. 30 seconds where the papers in my desk felt like the worst mistake of my life. 30 seconds where I almost said, let's fix this. Then her phone buzzed. She glanced at it. Microflinch. Almost invisible, but I catch anomalies for a living. Excuse me, she said. Went to the kitchen. I didn't follow. I didn't need to. Week 9, Phase 3, Controlled Vulnerability Display. If emotional openness produces softening, extend by 2 days. If no response, escalate to ultimatum. She came back 3 minutes later. Calmer. Different eyes. The vulnerability was gone. Packed up and put away like a prop after a scene. I'm going to bed, she said. Okay. She paused at the stairs. Aren't you going to say anything? About what? About what I just told you. About being scared. I heard you, Diane. That answer confused her more than any argument could have. The next 3 weeks played out exactly as the document described. Week 10, increased mentions of Aaron. He walked me to my car. He said the funniest thing at lunch. Week 11, manufactured urgency. I need space to figure things out. Maybe we should do a trial separation. I listened, nodded, cooked dinner, helped Sophie with homework, went to the gym, said, sounds good, and that's your call, and absolutely nothing that Vanessa's playbook prepared her for. She expected rage, got calm. She expected begging, got silence. She expected a man on his knees, got a man who stopped coming home on time. Then came the Tuesday in February, the speech. She'd been building to it for 3 days. Rapid cycling, cold, then warm, then cold. What the playbook called destabilization before the close. She mentioned Aaron twice in one evening. Left her phone face up with a text visible. Wore perfume on a weeknight. Dinner. The kitchen table. Sophie was at my mother's. Grant, I need to be honest with you. Arms crossed. Chin lifted. Eyes glistening at the exact right angle. I've been unhappy for a long time. I don't think you see me anymore. I don't think you've seen me in years. Pause. Practice pause. And I've met someone who actually listens. Who actually shows up for me. Another pause. Waiting for the shatter. His name is Aaron. And I think I need to explore, keep him. She blinked. What? Keep him. I signed everything 6 weeks ago. The silence that followed. You feel it in your ribs. Snow falling outside. Refrigerator humming. Nothing else. This has to be a joke, she whispered. It's not. You signed what? Divorce papers. Filed with the court. Custody arrangement for Sophie. Asset division. Everything. My lawyer has copies. So does the judge. Her rehearsed expression collapsed. Not slowly, all at once. Like a building that lost its foundation. The confident posture, the glistening eyes, the measured pauses, gone. What was left was raw and frightened and very, very young. You can't just, I can. I did. Grant, wait. Aaron isn't. It's not what you think. Nothing happened. He's nobody. I know he's nobody. Week 7. Introduce the third element. Create jealousy without confirming anything. I watched her face drain. I read the playbook, Diane. What playbook? Vanessa's 12-week program. The one on your laptop. Color-coded phases. Response templates. You rated my pain on a scale of 1 to 10 and texted the number while smiling at me. She stood up. Sat down. Stood up again. Her hands were shaking. That was just, she was helping me find my voice. She was helping you dismantle me. Systematically. On a schedule. I didn't mean for it to go this far. Which week did you plan to stop? No answer. Because the document didn't have a stopping point. Only an endgame. She shifted. The tears came, different tears. Unpracticed. Grant, please. I'll cut off Vanessa. I'll delete everything. I'll go to counseling. Anything. Just don't do this. You rehearsed a speech tonight. Perfume. Practice pauses. You were going to tell me about another man to see what I'd do. And the whole time, I'd already ended this marriage. 6 weeks ago. That's not fair. Fair? You followed a program that told you to make me feel invisible in my own home. You made our daughter think we were rehearsing a play. That one landed. She sat down, covered her face. Sophie heard. Sophie hears everything. She asked me why you practice being mean. Diane made a sound I'd never heard from her. Not crying. Not speaking. Something between. You wanted me invisible, I said. I obliged. Thursday. 2 days later. My phone rang. Margaret, Diane's mother. Grant, I need to tell you something. Her voice was thin. Scared. I found Vanessa's records. Not the shared document. The ones she sends to paying clients. Paying clients? She charges $4,000 for this program, Grant. Diane paid. I saw the credit card statement. Margaret paused. And it's not just Diane. Vanessa ran the same 12 weeks on Ellen Park. Ellen's marriage ended last year. Rachel DeMint filed for divorce in October. Same playbook. Same phases. Same coldness-warmth cycle. 3 marriages, same architect. 3 marriages. 1 program. 1 woman profiting from the wreckage. Diane doesn't know I'm calling, Margaret said. But my daughter was manipulated by someone who makes money from broken families. That doesn't excuse what she did to you. But you should know what you're looking at. I thanked her. Hung up. Sat at the kitchen table. For chairs. She wasn't a villain. She was a mark. And Vanessa was running a con dressed up as empowerment. It didn't change the papers. It didn't undo the 6 months. But it shifted something in my chest, from anger to something quieter. Sadder. March now. The snow's melting in the avenues. Sophie splits her weeks between us. She adjusted faster than either of us expected. Kids are like water. They find the shape of whatever container you give them. She still makes cookies with me on Saturdays. Chocolate chip. Extra flour on her nose. I saw Diane once since everything went through. Pick up at Sophie's school. She looked different, smaller somehow. Not broken. Honest. I canceled Vanessa, she said. Hands in her coat pockets. Wind pulling at her hair. Ellen did too. And Rachel. After your mother-in-law made some calls. I nodded. Grant. She looked at me, and for the first time in months, I recognized the woman from Liberty Park. Not performing. Not following a script. Just standing there. I'm sorry. Not the kind of sorry that wants something back. Just sorry. I know. She got in her car. I got in mine. Sophie waved from both back seats. Last Saturday, Sophie and I drove past Liberty Park. Trees bare. Benches empty. Same park. Dad. Yeah. Mom says she's trying to be a different person now. Do you think people can really do that? I thought about it. Really thought about it. Yeah, sweetheart. But they have to want it for themselves. Not because someone handed them a script. She went back to her book. I kept driving. She spent 6 months trying to make me invisible. She succeeded. I'd been gone for 6 weeks. She just never noticed. Dear listeners, that's our ending. If it resonated, subscribe to support the channel. See you next time.